Hello everyone and welcome back to a 3v3 match for the Elite mod. Representing the blue team we have Trizzen playing as a Space Marine, Elena as the IG, and Gordulan playing as the Eldar, and then on the red team we have Styx as the Chaos Space Marines, and then AG and Rotte as the normal Space Marines. I don't think either of them are a Grey Knight. No. AG is a Tech Marine, and then Rotte is the Apothecary. Ooh. Let's take a look at this map here. Okay. Alright. Cool looking map. Kind of a lane-based map it looks like. Alright, so we're getting a victory point for blue here. Elena is claiming that, and on the opposite side we should have AG claiming that for the Space Marines there. Yep. And the Lord General trying to push off the Scout Squad, and will be able to do so off the resource point. First engagement of the game goes to the blue team.
An ally has secured
and this sneaky Scout Squad is going to be meeting up with another Scout Squad, both deciding to go back into cover. Tech Marine pushing up against the Lord General and his retinue. Not sure if there's enough Daka, they're not orcs, enough bolter fire there to push back the Lord General, and now there is two full Guards Squad reinforcing. And on the right we have let's see, Rotte's Tac Squad and Apothecary trying to assist the Tech Marine in mid. Lasers already going up, and here comes some Banshees led by the Warlock, as well as the Dire Adventure Squad to try and push the Space Marines out of the center. Current point advantage does go to red though, as they went to capture the point here on the left side. The Chaos Lord Styx, led by Styx, taking that for the Dark Gods. We do have Trizzen's Force Commander meeting with the Tac Squad there, dealing some Righteous Fury. Not sure if he's going to be able to do much though against the Chaos Lord. And in the mid, the Banshees are continuing to push the Apothecary off, and he has dropped. Scout Marines are trying to run for their lives and leaving this point open for blue to take. Switching this from 2-1 red to 2-1 blue. This Force Commander did manage to push back one Tac Squad and delay the Space Marine, or Chaos Lord, from reinforcing the mid. Speaking about reinforcing mid, the Scout Squads are coming back with shotguns, trying to destroy the Guardsmen. Doing a pretty good job right there. But Banshee's coming up to push them back once again, and they are forced to withdraw back to base. This point is going to be taken by the blue team's Warlock. Force Commander still running around, dangerously low, but is going to come over here and capture the third point. Chaos Tac Marine Squad behind, but now being intercepted by multiple one Scout Squad with shotguns and Tac Squad with bolters. Kelta's coming in to engage the Scout Squad, diverting to take out the Tac Squad. Scout Squad trying to run away from the Chaos Marines as they pour heavy bolter fire, normal bolter fire into the backs, and the Force Commander trying to be sneaky here, taking the third point for the blue. Don't think they have enough hit points though. And the Force Commander drops, trying to take the third point. Meanwhile, on the right side we have Banshees screaming and charging into the Space Marines led by Rotte. Multiple Tac Squads and a Scout Squad with Sniper upgrade. But Banshee's just playing with these Space Marines, but forced to withdraw as their Warlock has dropped to bolter fire. Still, blue does control the mid, currently with a multi-laser and one Guardsman Squad. But here comes Rotte's Tac Marines trying to push them out. It looks like he's playing as the Blood Angels today. The left side point is still in the hands of red.
The enemy is destroying
a Trizzen Tac Squad coming up to try and take the point again. Force Commander still down, but we do have multiple squads inbound to flank them, with only one Scout Squad to reinforce them. I don't think they're going to be able to hold on to this point. In mid, Rotte's Space Marines are fighting off against the Banshees, who are trying to take cover from the bolter fire. They are eventually going to lose that fight. And it does look like Elena's Lord General there did go down. I missed that. Let's see, on the left side, Trizzen's Tac Squad is forced out by the multiple Scout Squads with shotguns, continue to chase them, but right into a Devastator Squad set up there with the heavy bolters, suppressing them on their way back. But they are also about to be flanked by these shotguns. Oh, and the grenade goes down, forcing them out of position, and the other Scout Squad does come back, chasing the Havocs off the field. Devastators. On the right side, Banshees are just advancing up. Not sure where they're going yet. Alright, looks like they're going to reinforce mid. because Rotte's attack squads are pushing the Guardians over there, or out of there. Multi-laser is taking out this tech commander, though. If he's not careful.
We shall make it so.
There we go. Manages to get out. Okay, I thought the Banshees were going to chase him. Nice field of fire here from these 3 multi-lasers, and the Banshees chase Rotte's attack squad out and do manage to get the tech marine after all. Meanwhile, AG scout squads moving towards the center here, pushing out the guardsmen. Looks like they're going to come up behind, trying to take out this first turret. Looks like they're going to be on turret duty. And on the left side, we currently have Trizzen's forces engaged against Styx Chaos forces. But they do have the Devastator Heavy Bolter backup, whereas these Chaos do not. So they win that engagement. Scout squads continuing to wreak havoc in the backfield. Now going after this Guardian weapon team who has managed to set up a little too late. They do get some suppression on the squads, but they are too close now. And there goes the grenade. They are now displaced, leaving these scout squads free to just rain terror of slug shells into the back of these dire Avengers. Here come the Howling Banshees trying to reinforce, and the scouts know that they're coming and decide to fall back. Left side victory point is being taken by Trizzen's squads. The Devastators are moved up. Cult is coming in from behind, though, with a... what is that? Chosen? Is that what the leaders are called, I think? Going after that Devastator squad, not wanting it to get away. Oh, and the one last hit from the cultist, of all things, take down the Devastators. Let's see, on the right side, these scouts did go into stealth mode, trying to hide from those Banshees. Currently, this field on the minimap looks really blue. Red in need of some resources, as well as victory points, as they are currently down 3-0. Those Howling Banshees do drop to the combined attack squad's bolter fire, led by the Apothecary. Now they are advancing up the right side with the scout squads. Chaos Space Marine trying to make another push here with the Raptor and Chaos Lord to try and get 1 point. They are bleeding so fast. They really need to push on these points here. Instead, it looks like the scout squads and attack squads are just taking resource points. Okay, trying to get back some resource points and denying it to the blue team. That could be a good move. They still have some time, but they are down to 200 points. They managed to neutralize 1 point so far on the left side there. They should capture that. I don't know if they can capture this one, though. Oh my gosh, those grenades from that scout squad with the shotguns. Just gunning down Rotte's attack squads there. These 2 scout squads are finally forced to withdraw way back home. Meanwhile, a little further up the battlefield, we have guardsmen currently engaging against the tech marine. And here comes the Force Commander to finish the job. And it looks like blue is going to take control of this power node. People are just all over the place. Back here, we still have the attack squad. Oh, wow. There they go. That final blast forces them off of the field. Meanwhile, the Chaos did wipe out the Space Marines on the left side, and now it looks like they are trying to just hold their position. Alright, then we have a Rotte's Apothecary, I think, chasing off some scouts. Banshees are right behind him, though. Not sure if he's going to be able to take that point. They're still down 1 victory point. Currently bleeding, they are down to 166 points. Here comes the Chaos Space Marine. Banshees continue to chase the Apothecary out of there. Force Commander and Guardsmen still taking out this power node. Some stealthies coming in, trying to take out these entrenched multi-lasers. And now there is a Razorback on the field, also trying to assist taking out these multi-lasers to take out this second victory point. And on the blue side, we have a Chimera out on the field. Looks like they're finally going to be able to disable these 3 and capture that second victory point. Though, Trizzen's attack squad is coming in for their only victory point, managing to neutralize it, and going to capture it for a 2-1 lead. A 2-0 lead. Looks like Red was not able to capture this. Reinforcements came up too quickly. Currently being dealt with by these Chaos Space Marines and Scout Squads. And on the right side, the Chimera is fighting against multiple attack squads and the Apothecaries to try to regain their power node. There we go. Looks like Red did manage to push blue team off there. Finally, he's going to capture 1 victory point. but is still down 1 and bleeding points, down to 100 victory points now.
The enemy has 100.
Looks like Red does have a Havoc squad covering this point, but they actually need somebody to go up there and take it. It looks like that's what they're doing right now, though. So they're not out of this game yet. If they can hold that second victory point for a while, for a long while, maybe even up this game, but they are down to 86 points. They are in the danger zone. Multiple attack squads advancing up mid, heading towards this victory point.
Claiming a victory point.
And there we go, finally claiming that one. Stopping the bleed at 76 points to 473. They have a long way to go. But they have made a nice push on all sides. Well, right side we have one Banshee just going crazy on this power node, but besides that, they have made really good pushes against the blue team. Speaking of pushes, these Chaos are forcing themselves onto this entrenched tactical marine position with the Force Commander. Raptors went in there to disrupt them. Here comes the Chaos Lord. Scouts are falling back, tac squads falling back. Those Raptors are trying to fall back, but the Force Commander's trying to end their lives. And managing to get it. That Raptor squad is dead. Withdrew too late. Chaos Lord there forced to fall back as well. Got a little too greedy, and now the Chaos are in full retreat. Meanwhile, though, down mid, Rotte's attack squads are meeting up with Guardsmen and Chimera support. Apothecary forcing them back with the attack squads. Nice push up mid by Rotte, and now he is free to claim that victory point, or at least try to for right now. The Razorback giving some trouble to these attack marines, and the scout squads coming out with the shotguns, raining death, forcing back these poor tactical squads. Excellent push from the red team here. Here comes up a Dreadnought with the Multi-Melta. Yep, with the Multi-Melta upgrade. Should do a lot of damage to the enemy vehicles. Like this Chimera, for instance. Rotte squad still set up around this victory point. The tides have turned with 3-0 red team favor now. There is also a Falcon on the field, but when that Dreadnought reaches this front line, things could change pretty quickly as it can take these two vehicles out with relative ease. Although there is a las cannon backup. That could prove pretty deadly for the Dreadnought that is coming up middle. I was about to say Flanchies. Banshees are flanking off the right side, trying to get behind these tac squads. They're also under fire from the scout squads, but they will get some hits in on these tac squads. There they go. And then on the left side, we have multiple scouts dealing with the Razorback filled with scout squads of its own. And Rotte's tactical squads are forced to pull back from mid. And here we go, a enemy scout squad taking that point back for the blue team. Giving them 1 point. That Dreadnought not able to really do any damage to these vehicles, being forced back with its team. Last cannon team is moving up to get into a better position. There we go. It is now made its stand. Is doing some damage to the Chimera. And now falling back once again. Taking some last cannon fire. One more shot. Oh, wow. Wow. And that Dreadnought did not have enough support and actually falls. That is going to hurt the red team quite a lot. Meanwhile, on the left side, these scout squads still just devastating. AG with the scout squads, and kind of similar to what we saw when he was playing as the Grey Knights a few games ago with the 3 Stormtroopers and the Rhino, I think it was. Doing a similar thing here with these scout squads and the Razorback. Very mobile force there. Still 2-1 though in Red's favor. Blue's still bleeding and is down to 240 points. Force Commander going to raise his buddy, the Lord General, but under Tarantula turret fire while doing so, withering the storm. Rotte's attack squads are back online with the Apothecary and a scout squad with the sniper rifle upgrade, coming back to the mid, trying to make sure that the blue team does not capture this point. Lord General gunned down very quickly. Here we go, we have the World Eater Dreadnought making it on the field with its autocannons. Backed up by multiple attack squads and the, Chaos Space Marine squads and the Cultists. Chasing the Space Marines away for now. Space Marines, speaking of them, they're trying to take this left point with this, oh actually I guess not, with just Chimera. Well, they're trying to do something here on this left side, but I don't think anything is going to work for them. the Space Marines have too much here. But we'll see. There is definitely at least one squad in there, as all these las guns are firing. And on the right side, Rotte's attack squads are taking some resources from the blue team. They still hold 2 of the 3 victory points. Blue team down to almost 200 points to 76. And the Rhino and Dreadnought, along with the ground forces, are pushing back this push from the Space Marines, although they do have a plasma cannon. Nice shot with the plasma cannon, but they're also going to be forced to withdraw as the scouts are now in their face. This Chimera is almost down. Let's see, in the mid, it looks like they tried to capture that for the red team, but were stopped. Oh, I'm sorry, for the blue team. No, red team. Jesus. Alright, Dreadnought. Actually forced to withdraw now. What did so much damage to it? Oh, rocket launcher was right there. Okay. There was also a librarian there, along with Falcons and some backup ground forces. So red has been forced to pull back a little bit. There was an IG bunker back here. Has some catachans inside. With Melta upgrade. Melting these bloodletters. And here come the Eldar Space Marine to try and help out their IG brothers. And this guy went down. I think that was the librarian. Yeah, right there. The Devastator Plasma Cannon Squad is up and online, trying to take out that Razorback. Or, I'm not sure, I guess fighting against the Chaos Lord. The heavy turret has been dropped to back them up. They have 2 last cannons. No, 1 last cannon, sorry. 1 last cannon squad and a plasma squad of guardsmen. These Catachans still holding on against multiple scout squads. The Razorback was taken out. Blue is trying to take this point. Looks like they may at least be able to neutralize it, stemming the flow of victory points from their pool there. But bringing the score down to 141 to 76, the red team is definitely way back into this game. They do have a Predator now back in the back line. Backing, that's a lot of backs. Reinforcing, let's say, the ground forces there. Meanwhile, Rot squads have snuck up the right side and are capturing this victory point for red, which will put them back with the 2-1 lead. But this force commander is being sneaky, trying to go in the back lines and take that victory point for blue. Speaking about blue, this turret is being peppered by predators and those scout squads which are still alive. And the Chaos Lord, or I'm sorry, Force Commander found out that there is still a Tarantula turret up here and is trying to get the Lord General back up on his feet. Heavy turret dropped for blue. And now this point is free for red to take, leaving them with a 3-0 lead if they take it. Rot's attack squads have been supported by a Dreadnought with the multi-multi upgrade once again, and they still have the sniper rifle. And the Lord General finally withdrawing back to the base. Let's see, left side trying to push up. Devastator's up and online. Maybe get one shot off. We'll see if it connects. Nope. Out of range. But they do also have a Dreadnought that's just kind of staring down each other right now. Red team is fine with this because they still do have 2 of the points. Blue team now down to 60 points. They had such a commanding lead, but red has proven to not go down without a fight and has now turned this game around. Rot's attack squads and Dreadnought pushing up the right side into the Eldar base. Being flanked by some Catachans though. Sniper Scout trying to do some work. Dreadnought coming back to take out the Catachans. Red team is now making a push on left side with the invisible scouts continuing to do a lot of work. My god, these scouts have done so much work. They have not been able to stop them. And there they go. They are taking this point, which will give them a 2-1 lead. And it looks like Rotte is pushing them off this point, so that would give them all 3 if they cannot hold this one. And it looks like blue is actually going to lose this game. Looking at the unit cards, they just do not have much left. And red still has a lot of units. What a game. Blue had such a commanding lead in the beginning. And red managed to come back nearly from the ashes, rise from the ashes, and turn it against the blue. Ending the game with all 3 victory points. One last push from the guardsmen. but it is not going to work. Good game to all players involved. This one goes to Styx, AG, and Rotte. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time. Take care.